Hello students, I am back with the third video of the chapter Nationalism in India. See students, you have already studied in the last class that Gandhiji came back from South Africa in 1915. After coming from South Africa and when he has seen the hardships of the common people, he has launched three satyagrahas consecutively for three years. In 1916, at Champaran in Bihar, he fought for the indigo planters. In 1917, at Kheda in Gujarat, he fought for the peasants who were suffering from the crop failure and were demanding for relaxation in the revenue. In 1918, at Ahmedabad in Gujarat, he fought for the cotton mill workers. Cotton mill workers were demanding for better opportunities and better conditions in the industries. So now students, we are there with the third topic today, that is the Rowlatt Act. Rowlatt Act and the Jallianwala Bagh. Students, you have already seen that Gandhiji became very popular among the common people and he became Masiha for the general categories and for the country. He has many followers in the countries. So by seeing the uprising and more of the political activity in 1919, the Imperial Legislative Council passed the Rowlatt Act. This Rowlatt Act was passed in February 1919. So before you understand, there is a need to understand what is Rowlatt Act, and the Imperial Legislative Council has passed this Rowlatt Act. Why? Because they wanted to suppress the political activities in India. There was a lot of conflict of the common people with the British government. So the British government wanted to have a smooth administration. For that, they have passed the Rowlatt Act. This Rowlatt Act, what do you mean by the Rowlatt Act? What Rowlatt Act means, that you can see on the screen. This act allows and gives the enormous powers to the government. Now the government can imprison any person without trial and conviction and convict him in the court for 2 years. Students, you already know that in the Indian judiciary, if any person is arrested for any reason, that reason is told to him and he should be presented before the magistrate within 24 hours. But this act did not allow the police to tell him the reason. Without warrant, the person can be arrested for his political activities and without telling him the reason. And the person can be detained for 2 years continuously. This act was passed by the British government hurriedly without the concern of the Indian members. There was a great opposition of the people and they don't want that this Rowlatt Act should be passed in the country. But it was passed despite the united opposition of the Indian members. So students, with the Rowlatt Act, there was a lot of trouble in the country. Many people were arrested without the reason and they were sent behind the bars. That means they were put in the jail. You can see that by seeing the condition of the country, Gandhiji wanted that there has to be a nationwide Rowlatt Satyagraha. Students, you already know that PM Modi ji, he has also launched the complete lockdown in the country to fight with the coronavirus. Gandhi ji also wanted to fight with the unjust law that was passed by the Imperial Legislative Council. So according to the Imperial Legislative Council, any person can be arrested without telling him the reason, without the warrant issued for him. That person can be detained for continuously for 2 years. So to fight with this unjust law and the repressive measures of the British government, Gandhiji decided to launch the Rowlatt Satyagraha that should be non-violent. For this, he has started a hartal on 6th of April 1919. Gandhi ji launched the hartal, that is non-violent civil disobedience. You can see that after the hartal was launched, many rallies and processions were organized, shops were closed down, and railways and telegram workers, they went on strike. So after this, we have seen that the condition in the country was not very good. There was too much, so many hundreds of people were arrested and they were behind the bars. So in the next slide, we'll see that what would be the act of British government, what the British government has done. British government has arrested thousands of people in the country, and you can see that we have the another important topic with you is Jallianwala Bagh massacre, and this is the darkest moment in the Indian history. It's a massacre where the plenty of the people, hundreds of people were killed, and due to that there was too much of the trouble and conflict among the people. You can see that who was the General Dyer. General Dyer has imposed the martial law on this day. You can see that local leaders from Amritsar, they were picked up from their places and they were imprisoned and were sent behind the bars. Number 2, Gandhiji was barred from entering Delhi. That means Gandhiji was not allowed to enter the Delhi. Why? Because there was a great popularity of, and the people would create the conflict with the British government. Many followers, many nationalists, local leaders have started the processions and rallies against the British government. Not only this, you can see that after the Hartal on 10th of April 1919, police in Amritsar, they have fired upon a peaceful procession that was done by the local leaders. So this act of the police, this brutal act of the police has provoked the anger of the common people. So people started attacking on the banks, post offices, railway stations and the government buildings. To curb and to suppress this revolt of the people, what the General Dyer has done? General Dyer has imposed the martial law in Amritsar. With this martial law, you can see that on 13th of April, you have already seen there was a procession on 10th of April, and there was a open firing of the police at different places in Amritsar, and local leaders were arrested. You can see that on 13th of April, you already know that every year in Punjab, the people, they celebrate Baisakhi. Okay, this is the harvest festival for the people of Punjab. You can see that on this day, the people, they gather at Jallianwala Bagh. This is a very infamous. Now, earlier it was infamous. Later on, it became a famous Jallianwala Bagh. Why? Because you can see that at this time on 13th of April, many of the people who wanted to protest against the government policies and the repressive measures, many of the people, they gathered at that Jallianwala Bagh. Number 2, there were many people from all around the villages, nearby villages from Amritsar. They came and gathered in the to attend the Baisakhi fair. All those people who came and gathered there to protest against the repressive measures of the government, they were not knowing about the martial law. They were not knowing that General Dyer has imposed the martial law. As you already know, see students, during those days time, they were not having any internet facilities or a TV connections or any other things. Electronic media was not there to inform the people. So people were not aware about the martial law. Some people, they came to attend the Mela. Some people came to attend they wanted to protest against the government. So what was the General Dyer has done? General Dyer Act. You can see what was the act that the General Dyer has done. General Dyer has blocked all the entry points and the exit points. He blocked all the entry and exit points, and he ordered for open fire on the crowd gathered there. You can see, students, during at that time many people, there was a lot of stampede, and people, they have started running around, and there was a mess all around in the Jallianwala Bagh. Many people were killed because of the shot. They were shot dead at the same place. Many of the people, they have jumped into the well that was at the center of the Jallianwala Bagh. So this brutal act of the government was really has provoked the anger of the common people. Then what the General Dyer, when the high officials of the British government has asked that why this brutal act is done by the General Dyer, you are at such a high position and holding a good repute, why you have given the order for the open firing? So General Dyer has just simply he said that I just wanted to create a moral effect in the minds of the satyagrahis. Satyagrahis were trained to be non-violent and they wanted to speak the truth. So General Dyer wanted to just create the terror among the people, and not only the terror, he wanted that there has to be a respect for the British government and for the British officials. As the news of the Jallianwala Bagh spread at different places, people really got angry and they started messing with the British officials. You can see that they have started doing the strikes, they started doing the clashes with the police, and they have started attacking on the British officials, and they have attacked and demolished the government buildings. This brutal act of the British government is named General Dyer. You can see in the picture that General Dyer is known as the butcher of Amritsar. According to the moral effect, you can see that after the what moral effect he wanted to create among the people? He said that I wanted to teach the lesson to the satyagrahis. That satyagrahis, what the satyagrahis were asked to do later on, after they have been arrested, they have been asked to rub their nose. They were asked to rub their nose on the ground. Number 2, they were asked to crawl on the streets. Number 3, they were asked to say salam to all the officials. Salam means they wanted that the all satyagrahis should salute to all British officials, and they are punished for such reasons. You can see that due to this act, many villagers, they have flocked away from there, and there was a village called Gujranwala village in Punjab, which is now in Pakistan, has been bombed during that time. Seeing the violence all around the country, and there was a mass killing of the people, Gandhiji has decided to call off the Rowlatt Satyagraha. He has called off the Rowlatt Satyagraha. So as you all know, next, if we come to the next slide, after seeing the violence all around, Gandhiji decided to call and take off the Rowlatt Satyagraha. Okay. So students, you can see I have given you one assignment here with 10 questions, and with these 10 questions, you need to solve these 10 questions. That is in the fair notebook, and that has to be presented. Okay, you can send me the answers on my phone number, and till then, thank you so much. Keep reading, keep learning, and stay safe at home. Thank you, students, for watching the video.